Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Saturday. I just had to jump on and just say this quick little message. Sometimes what we think is best for us is not what God planned. Sometimes when things don't turn out the way we intended them to turn out, that is not a mistake. Things happen just the way they were supposed to. I'm doing Uber. Currently, I just went off the app so I can go to the airport. I have a customer pop up on my phone to go pick up, right? I get to the terminal. I ask these two ladies, well, actually one lady, I didn't know she had someone else with her. I say, hey, is your name? And I asked her the name. She says, yes, I'm her. Yes, that's me. Her homegirl who's with is like, yes, that's us. Cool. They got this big luggage. I put their luggage in. Hey, great. They start talking and they're like, yeah, we're supposed to go to port 2 or 3. We're so excited. We was a little nervous, and I say, port? I say, wait a minute. Are you? And I say the name of the person. They was like, no, that's not me. My name is, let's say my name is Susan. I said, oh, you answered to Betty, right? And she's like, oh, we're so, and they're elderly. So they're probably like maybe, 70s, maybe late 60s, early 70s, right? They tell me that they've been friends for 50 years. Amazing. They're so excited because they're going on a cruise. So I said, oh, and they're like, yeah, we were so nervous. This is not the first thing that, have kind of went wrong on our trip. And I'm in, like, anybody ever been to the airport, whether you're doing Uber or not, the darn security is like, hey, you need to get up on out of here. So you got that pressure on you, and then you got all of these cars coming in and out. And so now I'm on my Uber app. I got the wrong customer in my car. I'm trying to debate, should I keep them in my car and cancel the ride? I said, well, hey, y'all can go ahead and cancel. She said, oh, we don't know how to cancel. We don't know how to use this technology thing. I said, oh, Lord, right? As they are trying to figure things out while I'm still in this line, my customer called. So I just answered the call because at first I wasn't going to answer, but as a courtesy, I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and answer this call because my the right customer, Betty, is calling me. I say, hey, Betty, this Sharina. I'm so sorry. I got, customers in my car. And she was like, well, thank you for your lousy, sucky service. Meanwhile, yesterday, I just got an email from Uber saying, congratulations on your 600 consecutive 5-star ratings. Don't play with me and my customer service skills, okay? Excuse me, y'all, for the rocking. This Tampa traffic it be really crazy right now because of all of this development that's going on these streets. But that made me feel some type of way because I'm like, God knows my heart. Like I don't think I explained it properly. I'm just basically like, hey, I'm so sorry. I got these other customers in my car. I thought I was, by me saying that, I'm thinking I'm explaining the whole situation. But it was just basically, I got these other customers in my car, making it seem like whatever it might seem to her, but in her mind, she wasn't made priority. You were. Matter of fact, I called her to clarify, but as I'm calling her, I see the customer looking at her phone, Susan, and I'm like, oh, that's her. And she answered to Betty until she got on the phone and she said, oh, I'm not Betty. I said, but you answered to Betty. She said, no, I'm Susan. So I felt so bad that the customer was Betty was so upset, and I'm like, oh man. And they were apologizing. Susan was like, we're so sorry. We understand if you want to get us out the car. We were just really nervous. We're excited about the trip, and this new technology is just something we're not familiar with, right? She still hadn't even canceled her trip because they don't know how to use it. I'm an Uber driver. I don't take Uber I know that sounds crazy, but when I do out of town, I'm typically taking Lyft. For whatever reason, Lyft rides just seem better. The app does. I don't know. So they were like, we'll pay you whatever. And I wasn't even so much on the pay. I was like, okay, that's cool. I'll charge you half for whatever they charge you. She's like, no, we're not going to do that. I said, well, just pay me the fee, which was like $20. They were like, okay. So I get them. So their fee was $20. I safely get them to the port of Tampa, to their right port. Because they was like, well, just don't drop us off to any, because you got to go to a certain terminal. If anyone have never done cruises before, you got to go to a certain terminal. The security direct us to the right terminal. We get them to the gentleman that's helping them with their luggage. They're so happy. And they give me $50. And they say, we love your service so much. Do you got a card? I say, yes, I gave it to your friend. And her friend said, yes, Susan, I got her card. She said, when we get back, can we get you as our driver? I say, well, just contact me. Let me know when you're going to be back, and I'll be here for you. They're like, thank you so much. And they gave me $30 above. So they gave me $50 for that. And it's the blessing of being able to help someone who was scared. She had been here before. Susan, she actually lived here for like 20 something years, but she hasn't been here in 3 years. And they're older. So all I can think about is my grandparents. All I can think about is, let me make sure these ladies feel safe and they get where they need to be. By me being courteous, by me doing, keeping them in my car, they were very appreciative. I get blessed financially. They get blessed with peace of mind. And then I get repeat service. So God didn't want that person, Betty, in my car with your nasty attitude. Ma'am, God, thank you. Sometimes we might think that we're doing something wrong, and God like, nah, I see you. I know your heart. I know you're doing right. Keep doing what you're doing, and watch how I show out for you. Y'all have a great day.